Yes, state update by Jackie Bro.
Folks, people, it's Dunlap. It's the year 2024.
Still.
I think. Here we've had so many things happen lately, Jackie. Do you remember?
No.
When Donald Trump was going to run away with the election?
Well, he was going to, they nicked his ear. Somebody tried to
That
shoot
would
him.
keep us doing okay, if we were doing podcasts in like the 60s.
Oh, we'd still be doing it, yeah.
On
yeah.
him getting shot.
Yeah.
But it's not the 60s anymore, Jackie.
Nope.
It's the 2020s.
Yeah, 24, yeah.
So now you don't have time to just lay around and think hard about the world-shaking events. You got another one coming up. Or if you don't, you can talk about like House of the Dragons.
What is that?
There's always something coming up to talk about. And so president gets shot, House of the Dragons.
What?
Biden gets COVID. Biden drops out of the race. Did you think Biden was going to drop out of the race, or were we just going to make fun of him being old until November?
You know, I was prepared to vote, ever since, he who shall not be names. I going to vote for Democrat for the second time in my life? Or no, that'd be the third. But anyhow, so I guess I was going to vote for him, old or not old or whatever, or COVID or not. I mean, you can't vote for him now because you're not running. So, there's no point in it.
How sick could you? Okay. I'm imagining there's a law somewhere that if somebody's dead, you can't vote for them. I don't know that that's true, but I would imagine. Like if the Democrats said, no, he died, but we're going to keep him at the top of the ticket.
Sure.
Would they get in trouble for that?
I don't know. The same thing would have happened had that shooter, thank God it didn't, but had it done, they would have run his corpse and they could have,
You used to say that the Republicans just want to run Reagan's corpse, but
no,
he wouldn't have a chance.
They wouldn't. Can you imagine Reagan's
There's so
corpse
many corpses
up there
they'd like to vote for better than Reagan's corpse these days?
Yeah.
They'd boo Reagan's corpse off the stage.
They wouldn't be allowed to come to convention. They wouldn't bring a coffin there. No, sir.
They'd be standing outside. That pallbearers out there won't let them in.
They had a convention. Now, that's another thing. The GOP had a convention that was going to be his great again, I'm glad that he's fine. I don't want political violence to be the answer to nothing, but since January 6th, we look, it's here, there, everywhere, in your peripherals. But, I'm glad he's all right. But, yeah, he had the thing on his ear, and everybody in the audience was wearing the thing on their ear. And
that's not, I thought at first, I thought, well, dang. That's a coincidence.
What?
I didn't know they were doing it. I just thought a bunch of people hurt their ears, too.
No.
Well, you know how things got when people get out of town and they get together with their buddies and everybody's just like drinking and cussing trans people. And then the next thing you know, their ears are hurt.
Well, that's where ought to be, maybe. But anyhow, no, that was for show. I don't think the ears were hurting. But the ears, I guess, were bored as hell when he finally made his big speech. It was like the old J.D. Vance, and we're supporting him. Hulk Hogan came out, had an American T-shirt on. This sums it up. Ripped the shirt off to reveal underneath the Trump. And if that ain't what that whole thing was, I don't know what was. That's it right there. Well, did Kid Rock take time away from his cleaning up feces out of his bar in Nashville, show up to the public convention?
Does he clean that up himself? He's got enough money to hire somebody to clean that up. So he got to mop it up himself.
He loves to relate to a working man. You know him, don't you? He likes to get in there and get his hand in it, I think, don't he?
Well, I can imagine him wanting to get his hand in it, but I don't know if he cleans it up or not.
Well, he was there, and again, I'm having to remind everybody of this because that's all gone. I mean, they had a convention. What did he do? Well, he got up there and said, Hannibal Lecter. I mean, everybody was expecting this big speech, and he just did it like a regular. And you and I have been saying this for a while. Because we were like, nobody had to pay attention. He wasn't president, so don't nobody have to look at him or listen to him or anything. He ain't on Twitters or Chachis or Facebooks or none of it. So you don't have to deal with him. But that, convention, and people were going to give him, and I understand he survived a lucky man, survived, probably one of the luckiest men I'd say ever.
Yeah. You can double down on that. He is a lucky son of a bitch.
Indeed he is. And good for him. Hey, flaunt it if you got it. Go for it. And he's going to. And he did.
Nepo baby.
Sure.
But beyond that, pretty fucking lucky.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to say it that way. What's
the ear thing, just a run of events lately. Go back.
People are like, well, I need to. He survived. Thank goodness, okay. Nobody wants a American president shot at, a president any place shot at, me personally. Yeah, maybe a couple could duck here and there. I'm talking about not bad people, the bad people, not regular president. Anyhow.
What are you talking about?
Putin or somebody like that who kills people all the time. He does it. I'm just saying. Things look bad people is what I mean.
Don't make me cancel this tour.
What?
Jackie, let me tell you something. You don't want presidents to get shot, but presidents of other countries like Putin can get shot. You don't care.
I didn't mean it that way. I just wanted to go back like I just wouldn't be as concerned about that as I would others. That's all I meant. I don't want nobody shooting nobody pad. Nowhere, no how. Unless they do something real bad and the police have no choice. Or they come in my house at a certain hour and, I'm prepared for whatever kind of home invasion or whatever. But
who's coming in your house? The cops?
I don't know. No, why would the police be coming in here? That
don't
make any sense.
Watch a damn YouTube video. Well, you're white.
Well, yeah, that's true. Anyhow, he was going to make his big speech. He survived and people, Americans tuned in, which of course they not as many did because I think it's the lowest rated. We don't like hearing that, but I think it's one of the lowest rated Republican conventions. I don't understand how cable works, nothing like that no more.
I don't know how
they said it didn't. This one wasn't doing too good.
Why? Okay, look at all the things that Trump has changed about politics, like not liking politicians. I mean, people used to never like politicians, but now they're like, well, I just ain't gonna vote for any no more. I'll vote for Trump. They're going to dismantle Washington.
Yeah,
he's got my vote. But how come they ain't figured out something more exciting to do than a fucking convention?
Hey. Watch your mouth. They tried to spice it up now. It wasn't for lack of trying. The ratings being Hulk, like I said, Hulk Hogan and Kid Rock and Puppet Killer and that. I mean, who else?
Tuckett Carlson come out there. Tuckett Carlson.
The hell, you have to remind people who he is. They don't know who he is anymore. He ain't been on Fox for how long now?
I don't remember.
People watch a certain age, and I can speak for myself. I don't watch Fox, but a certain age, who is? Oh, he used to be on. Oh, yeah. I mean, after a while, it just, the new. You're lucky to remember who the new one is.
It was weird. Bill O'Reilly was on. Jon Stewart and Tucker Carlson was on the Republican convention.
Yeah.
That's it. Just old people used to be. Where's Glenn Beck?
Used to be on TV. I don't know where he is. He can't even get on there. If you can't get on the Republican convention, you're doing bad shape. I don't know what's wrong in your career.
They said that he was going to come out and announce his vice president like they were going to do it like a reality show.
Sure.
And I was like, well, that's stupid. Then I was like, but, at least maybe it'll be less boring. But they didn't do it. They're just like, it's him.
But people tuned in. Like, he run for president. Let's give him a chance.
He got shot.
Okay. He got shot. Let's look where he gets shot at, nicked, whatever.
He got shot. Listen, say what you want to about Trump.
If a bullet grazed me and blood come off,
I would not shut up about it.
I know you wouldn't, and he sure as hell ain't either.
He's showing restraint,
actually,
whichever, both of them.
Well,
he showed remarkable restraint for him for getting shot in the ear.
Well, he didn't at the Republican convention because he talked for an hour and a half.
That's true.
And he didn't treat it like a speech. He treated it like it's one of his regular, rally shows, whatever you want to call them. And so the independents are tuning in, whoever they are. CNN's always got them on there. We have some undecided voters. The hell with every one of them. Turn it off. I don't want to see none of them. How they undecided? Got a room full of 12 people. Not a one of them. I give a damn what any of them got to say if they undecided at this point. But anyhow, they tuned in.
Maybe they didn't know how. Maybe the last thing. This is the deciding factor for them was like, how sturdy are their ears?
Yeah, that could be it. I don't know. Are all of them in the early signs of dementia or something? I don't know.
Candidates or the undecided voters?
These days, it's hard to say. Until today, that is. Or yesterday, I reckon. But yeah, people tuned in to watch us and let's see what he got a chance to do. And they turn it on Trump. And again, who's his worst enemy every time? It wasn't the person that nicked his ear. That person probably did him more favors than he ever could have imagined. What happened, and I'm not suggesting that that's why it happened. I'm not even going there. But I'm saying Trump opened his mouth again. Worse than Hannibal Lecter, the late great Hannibal Lecter. Inflation, all this stuff. What's Russia, Ukraine? Now wait, all that. Don't listen to him. There are people looking at the white. There are people. Now we were at one of these, believe it or not, way back in the day. And people get bored. If he ain't saying the wall part or lock him up or whatever, people are looking at the watches. They got the phones out. He's going on about his best friend who knows the best restaurants and such, and they went to New York here, and they had a yacht, took it, their vacation, blah, blah, blah. People are just tuned out of that. I mean, you do. Again, it's easy for him to reel him back in. He just is, Mexican rapist or whatever. And they're like, yeah. They, started cheering.
And this was 8 years ago.
Yeah. This
9 years ago.
When he was on top, he was about to take over the world. Right there, and people were still bored. And the same thing at the convention. Those people, every one of them, they love him enough to put a thing on the air. But they, after a while, there's only so much love you can have for somebody to sit there and listen to, gibberish for however long.
I just don't know. Everybody knows one of the main reasons, aside from like the racist parts, that Trump is popular is because people hate politicians. And they talk about dismantling Washington and getting rid of all the politicians, all that. But the convention is just politicians for like 4 fucking nights.
That's it. I mean, Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
Kid Rock.
Not all of them.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Wait for their Senate run. But, yeah, as of now. But you're right. Ted Cruz.
Get rid of them.
Bob Birch.
Have them do races like a Battle of the Network Stars. Remember that? Maybe it's time for that to come back.
I used to like it because there's some of them actors are pretty fit. It's a decent, sports.
Kaplan looked good in a pair of shorts and a tank top.
Well, he could run. He did the pole vault, didn't he? He was back caught a pole vault, and who else was? I can't remember all of them. There was a bunch of TV shows. Had Dr. Marcus Welby, MD, right?
Was he on there?
I don't know. One of them was. One of the doctors was in good shape for his age. Maybe it's Trapper John.
TV's half doctors. You mean Pernell Roberts, Trapper John, or Wayne Rogers?
No, it's not the funny one, the good one. The one that actually cared about his patients. That one. Wasn't fooling around in the army. The one that, the beard, Pernell, him.
Bonanza.
Yeah.
Pernell Roberts.
He's in good shape, yeah.
Yeah, they, you don't want to go embarrass yourself on TV.
Well, no,
unless you're a Republican.
Anyhow, they had a big convention. That was the last thing people remember of it is him running his mouth, and people are like, well, Democrats, you still got it. We thought this was over, but maybe not. And then Biden dropped out.
But we still thought it was over.
We still thought it was over. For the most part, yeah. And now, what convention? What happened? Like J.D. Vance was somewhere speaking today, and the people the crickets, you could hear him like, who is this? What?
Yeah, and even the crickets were like, fuck him.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't talk about the language cricket, but still.
Yeah. No, people are always like, you hear crickets, but when it's J.D. Vance, the crickets are like, the fuck are we? Hey, let's go. Let's get something to eat. This old hoghead. Why are we listening to this? Jackie, what we got to do is one of our failed enterprises was Redneck Matinee, where we'd watch movies and we'd talk about them.
Yeah, some of them still out there somewhere if you want to.
You can listen to most of them. Which ones did we do? We did Smokey and the Bandit.
Yep.
We did Convoy.
Yep.
We did damn old
another trucker one
with Jan Michael Vincent.
What is the name of that one? I should know it, and I've already forgotten. That's all.
This is there. What Biden's podcast would be like.
Go listen to our podcast where we don't know what we're talking about and can't remember what it was either. Please go back listen to that one. It's about Jan Michael Vincent. That's all we know. We did Every Which Way But Loose and Any Which Way We Can Get. That was a twofer right there. Yeah. I remember that one. Talk about both them on one.
Chuck Norris, that Chuck Norris one.
Breaker.
Breaker. That's it.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
it's line. What is it?
White line fever.
Thank you
J.
very
Michael
much.
Vincent.
Embarrassing
White
myself
line
on here.
fever.
White line fever. Important. I'm glad we're talking about important stuff.
Now, this isn't exactly what we need. It starts to get outside of the range of subjects we wanted to cover a little bit, but I think we should watch Hillbilly Elegy on Netflix.
I don't want to.
Watch
I saw
it.
one of them. Everybody the accent. I don't like it when they make Southern movies because they're making fun of me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I saw Glenn Close in that big old costume. Look
Nope.
ridiculous.
Nope.
The accents don't even sound real. They
Nope.
sound forced and overblown.
Nope. Don't
Just
see it.
make me sick.
Yep.
Make me want to puke in this old holler log here.
Huh? Well,
Jackie, you saw Glenn Close and you thought it was an old girlfriend. You
what
said
do you
I
mean,
went to
old
prom
girlfriend?
with her.
I didn't go prom with her.
Did you
no.
have prom back then?
No, we didn't have prom like it. It had like a farm,
Farm?
Well, it was you didn't go to school today if you have out in the field farm dance or whatever
You
call
dance out in the field. Did you dress up?
it. What do you mean dress up? No.
Like you do at prom. Did you put
Why
on?
you ain't gonna dress up? The prom you go inside and you don't dress up to go out in the field, do you?
Did you wear your best overalls and?
Well, I'd wear overall because you out there you share in the field. It ain't just you and the dancing and your friends are dancing. You got the horses and goats and pigs and things too.
And they were all dancing.
Animals don't dance. No.
It just fellowship.
No, they're just there. That's where they live. You're on their land. Well, I guess it's your land. You taking care of them, but you there with them. If they think it's theirs, they don't know the difference.
So I'm almost afraid to ask if you got lucky because I don't know what species we're talking about.
Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear you talk about none of it.
So
Anyhow.
Hillbilly Elegy, then it's got Opie directing it.
I don't want
Glenn Close.
And he ain't real Southern. He played Southern on the TV, a youngin'.
You gonna start running down Andy Griffith's show? You
I
can
ain't
go to
running
the damn.
down. I'm just saying he's a good actor. I don't know if he's a good as director as he was an actor because he seemed like a nice little Southern boy, even though I know he wasn't. He's a California boy. I don't know about him making that movie. I don't know what it is. I don't want to look at it though. Just seeing the pictures of it and hearing the thing on it, I'm like, turn that off.
Well, that was my idea to do Hillbilly Elegy, and
Well, no. I don't want to do it.
But nobody's going to even remember J.D. Vance anymore. It's going to fall down the Netflix charts because Joe Biden, this old president who ran for president because, sure, his ego and his lust for power, but also apparently Jill Biden's unquenchable thirst for glory and esteem and riches. But also, he thought he was just someone to take up for Joe Biden. We've got a long history of being against Joe Biden.
We've had our differences for sure. Yeah,
but I do think that he actually, as much as everybody hates politicians, I've said several times, but as much as a politician could value this country, this nation, I think he was like, well, I think I could probably win this and stop that clown from doing another 4 years of hurting on us, and he did.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, he stopped it as much as anybody could do it.
He put a tourniquet on things. Yeah, I mean, you can't just wipe out white supremacy with you still got crazy people out there. People mad about this, people mad about that. But as far as and I know inflation, all this stuff, and that's a legitimate concern. It is. But we've been doing better than the rest of the world and stuff. All the stuff he did, they already take credit for it. All that infrastructure, all that stuff they all voted against. Every damn one of them is at home saying, oh, look what I did for you. Look what we're doing. All this money they're going to build. He did that. And he won't get credit for it. Sorry, Joe. You probably going to be in the grave before people, give you credit. If there's still a country standing, I should say.
Yeah. But also, sooner rather than later.
Sure.
The way it's looking.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're going to have to wait forever for that.
Better than nothing, yeah.
So, this man who stood up and said, all right, I'm going to postpone my podcast where I talk about... If Joe Biden had a podcast, would the references be older than the references on our podcast?
There's enough... Yeah, I think it would, because he throws me, and I'm up there, folks. Y'all been listening to me for a while. Y'all know how old I am. And Biden will say something every now and then, like, what? Somebody have to remind me. That people you say that in 12th grade or something. So I don't know if I ought to block that out or whatever, because I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
He up there damn could have been hosting a game show on Great American Country or something. Maybe they wouldn't let him on there, but something.
Hosting something, man. Look, here's the thing. Trump, as far as I hear, I never ain't going to watch it. Evidently, the ratings are pretty good. He was an okay game show host. You right? He was okay. Biden, okay. President. You can't swap those out. You can't, because he terrible game show host, terrible president.
You would have thought that Biden would be the one who would be a good game show host and that Trump would be terrible on television.
Nope.
Like, you wouldn't want Trump to be anything. Like, he's not going to, Biden be a good game show host, Trump be a good president. No, Trump not good nothing.
No.
But also think about how lucky he is to even fucking reality TV come along.
Watch him out.
Like, what was he going to do? Just wind up bankrupt, a footnote to history, and then he got on NBC?
People liked him being terrible. That's the thing. He's terrible at everything. People watched it because you got to see him be terrible to other people. People enjoy looking at that sort of thing.
Reality TV was the best thing. Whoever come up with fucking Survivor and the Osbournes, he needs to be sending them a fruit basket every week, because the fact that TV changed to where he could get on TV and be in a vehicle that lent him some sort of popularity is crazy. You wouldn't have even thought that in like 1998.
I never watched the show, and I ain't trying to say it. I hate him so. I just didn't. I mean, it wasn't nothing I ever want to look at. Just I didn't care. Watch a rich man talk down to people and fire them. That's real life. I ain't. That's every day for people. I don't look at it on TV.
He come up in the 80s when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, money, greed is good."
Yep, everybody did cocaine.
Yeah, everybody, let's talk about gossip columns of the rich and the famous, and here he is. He comes up.
He didn't do no cocaine, because he don't do it, but other people was doing it, and I guess that's why they like it.
And then he moved into the 90s. I don't know what happened in the 90s for him. I think it was just all bad.
Yeah.
And then the 2000s come along, and reality TV's there, and he gets a platform.
Yeah.
That's like somehow the one thing that would help him, and then it does, and then he becomes president somehow. After all
well, somehow you're right, but the reason he ran for president because his show wasn't doing too good in ratings, and he needed to get his name out there. What can you do if my show ain't doing good? I'll run for president.
And he had been talking about running for president for years and years, but it was just
a thing. Yeah, he did.
He didn't want to be president.
I should run for president, maybe.
But he started calling into Fox News. With the fact that there was a Fox News, that everything just lined up for him to swoop right into the presidency. It's crazy. He's a lucky son of a bitch, even though his daddy was a rich asshole.
Yeah.
Still lucky.
Yeah.
Then the whole thing with the ear and running up again. He did lose to Biden, maybe one of the only matchups where he would have lost.
Yeah.
And then Biden ages naturally. We should have seen this coming. And he just ages on out. And then it looks like he's going to luck out again, which he still could. I ain't saying he ain't.
You don't know.
I mean, he got shot in the ear, and he stood up and pumped his fist in the air, and everybody's like, "Damn, what? How did he even know how to do that?" Because I would have thought he'd be scared and crying.
Yeah. He wanted his shoes back. Yeah.
He wanted his shoes back, and I guess that made him mad.
That'd make me wear my shoes. All right, before I go, I don't blame him. That ain't a criticism. It's just,
And what are they saying? They had the Secret Service, the head of the Secret Service on trial today. She's on trial. She's going to jail.
No, they going to fire her. That's why it's funny. They don't do the job. We're going to defund it. All right, defund them. All right. Then they don't have anybody. You might as well not. And this was a situation, too, I ain't even going to say poor woman, maybe, because she didn't do a good job that day. We all could agree on that. So she got it from every which way today. Democrats, Republicans, they were all over her.
We talked about this on the last one. Like, if God really saved Trump, like a lot of people believe, like he really should have jumped in earlier. Same thing with the Secret Service. Like, they got him up, but something, or a little pre-game, a little like preventive medicine.
Yeah.
Just a little something like walking around taking a look at the nearby buildings. I don't know what you do as a Secret Service agent. I guess it's not as much as I thought.
No.
I thought you had to be real thorough and stuff, but it sounds just like
jump on them and pick up the shoes when they ask for them.
You got shoe duty, and you knock him down, and I guess the rest of us just kind of look around, see if you see something happening.
Look around a lot, yeah.
Or like, I know we need to keep our phones with us because our wives or kids may be trying to get in touch with us, but just try to keep your phone time down to like 5 or 10 minutes every hour. Because we need to keep eyes looking at all these people. Yeah. And a lot of the people you're going to see that look suspicious, those are Trump fans. So just
most of them, that's got to be a tough job because he don't look right. He look just like everybody else in here. Well, you're right about that.
There's some sort of crazed fanatic frothing at the mouth with a Bible in one hand and a made-up flag in the other. Like, no, that's his...
That's the real deal. They all come through the metal detector. Oh, okay. If you say, all right.
But they ain't got metal detectors on the roof.
Evidently not.
You got to listen, I mean, it's not like I'm making a joke, but you got to put some metal detectors on the stairs.
Put them everywhere around the president. I know you ain't going to take nobody's guns away, so put metal detectors everywhere to get 2 feet to he should just be surrounded by them. If you want to talk to him, you got to walk through one. Put him in a thing surrounded by damn metal detectors.
I know he's backseat quarterbacking, but still.
The Pope used to come here and visit, and of course, everybody wanted to kill the Pope all the time.
All the time.
I never could remember a day when somebody didn't want to kill the Pope. I ain't saying that's right. It's terrible. You shouldn't kill anybody. But when Pope come over, they put him in the Pope mobile. Remember that? He, like in an aquarium, had a glass box. They drive that Pope. They drive him every which way. And I think people would take pot shots off it. You know, it just bing, just bounce right off.
You couldn't even tell.
No.
Remember damn Obama? You remember Barack Obama, Jackie?
Yes, go, yes.
He was the president of the United States of America for a little bit.
I think two terms.
Damn.
I know.
Remember, he got out of the car when he got sworn in that first time. Everybody was scared.
Scared to death. Please get back in that car. Please get back in the car.
And I don't think the world is any better than that now. I'd say we're a little worse off.
I think so. Well, there are more people threatening people. There's always somebody threatening somebody. Everybody's got a gun, and a lot of them are terrible human beings. Don't mean they're all going to kill people, but some of them are. And it's just that's what the country is. You got to be ready for it. I mean, it is. That's what it is.
Everybody ain't going to do it.
They say, are there good guys with the gun? Well, sure there are, but they ain't necessarily going to be at the same place. It don't match up that often.
You ain't got one on every roof.
No, you sure don't. So that's it. Just get used to it. Get ready for it because it's coming at you every which way. You don't know in a minute.
It's true. It ain't like Jackie says. And ain't everybody with a gun gonna shoot you, but some are.
Some are. Most, not necessarily you, but somebody. I hope it ain't you. Shot. I hope it ain't me. I hope it ain't you, Dunlap. I hope it ain't nobody listening. I hope it ain't nobody.
Thank you.
But some people are going to get shot by some bad people with some guns. Nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. I mean, y'all think, actually, there are some things you could do about it, but we ain't going to do none of them. So just get used to that. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah. At this point, I don't even know if you could say there's stuff you could do about it because it just seems like
I think all last year. That's long gone.
We tried and.
I mean, you got to give it a little bit of, you just like, maybe we could, if we just did that. Never mind.
I could do this. I could do that. I ain't going to do neither one of them.
Nope. Not a one.
So, Joe Biden put off his podcast game show career.
Yep.
He's laying around helping his son.
Yep.
Career.
Best he can.
Best he can.
Yeah.
Nobody's a perfect daddy.
Sure.
He put all that off. He jumped in the race. He ran against Trump. He won. He did win. Some people, there's some controversy.
There's not controversy.
Well,
I mean, as far as what actually,
as far as reality
is concerned, are there people who think differently? Well, sure, but I can't help him. But, a lot of them went to court. A lot of them did this. A lot of them did that. Every which way you come back, let's hope the Supreme Court may get a chance to look at it at some point in time, and they may change their mind about it. We'll see. But as far as we know, factually. Yes, he did. He won that election. Yeah.
4 years slugging it out. Got COVID like 17 times. Yep. Had to put, 6, 7 dogs down.
He kept kept a biting and chewing and a hurting, yeah.
What a nightmare for this poor old man. And at the end of it, people kicked him in his bony old ass and said, "Get the fuck out."
Hey, watch your mouth. But
nobody wants to look at your old, slobbering, white in the corner's mouth for another 4 years. They'd rather look at this pussy-necked motherfucker, this orange-haired clown.
Just, yes. Ugly puss-filled
I don't
bucket.
have no good.
Here we ugly puss-filled bucket. Shit. That's the dirtiest I'm going to get. That's it right there.
We ain't got he can't win again because I don't got no more insults for him.
We've run out.
We called him everything. They just put it on a T-shirt. Like, now it's good.
Yeah.
So we kicked Joe Biden. Respect your elders. We just kicked him in the throat.
Go put him in a cave somewhere.
Put him in a cave.
Yeah.
They put him in a cave, and he's in there now.
COVID
cave, and he's in there. And now, I did not think they were going to let Kamala Harris anywhere near it, but apparently they are going to.
They're going to do it. As much as you can do it, evidently, because I think by this point, by the time it's on here, she may have it. Already broke records. Raised $100 million as soon as, said it was going to be her. Biden did. He put out, like, I'm leaving all this stuff, and then he go, and he had to put out something else, another statement. Oh, and I endorse her, by the way. He had to put that afterwards. He didn't include that in the first one. But, he had a first statement. It could be all about him. He's earned that. That's fine. But, yeah, Pelosi, she said it, so it's a done deal. That's pretty much it. Has Obama said anything yet? If he ain't, he going to.
I'd say Obama come out at the damn convention like they should have done with the fucking Republicans. And have Obama come out the last night, and then he endorses her, and everybody goes crazy, and they drop some balloons or some shit.
Well, that's what we're going to get to see that. That's going to be happening. Every governor, Democrat governor, I always say that, they've endorsed her. So it's a done deal. Is she going to be successful? I sure as hell hope so. We'll see. I don't know.
It's really.
It's going to be. She's a good. I'm going to say, and I'm trying to be positive here, spinning around. You have one of the political parties that has stripped, half of American citizens of their rights, and I think that should be a big. I think it is going to be a big factor, and I can't see anybody better than her. And you look at the things that J.D. Vance has said about women, let alone who. He's guilty of sexual assault.
I think, at this point, and all the polls say, the Republicans, Trump supporters are men.
Well,
and there's plenty of Trump supporters who are women, too, but at this point, they just ought to double down on it. He did. He got J.D. Vance, is he attractive to women? Not in a sexual way, but J.D. Vance.
Women think it's good.
I don't think so, but I've been wrong about people before. People like Gerald McRaney. I don't know.
You think things are crazy. You watch. If J.D. Vance has a couple more rallies or whatever like today, he is not guaranteed to be the vice president. I'm going to tell you right now. If that keeps getting worse, if all they're looking at women need to stay married to their abusive husbands because they're for the family, don't matter how violent the husband gets to, all this stuff that he said, just terrible, terrible things. What is it he did with the dirty, and I'm sorry I'm asking this.
I don't think it's in the movie. It's in a book.
What is it? He did something to the couch?
You never put nothing in the crevice of a couch that you could.
Well, I lose change and stuff in the crevice. All this. Is that what it was? He lost a bunch of.
No, well, like you lose change. What else you do? Like you got to get in there and vacuum.
Well, because
you get crumbs.
With potato chips and popcorn. It gets all down in them couch crevices.
You lose your remote control in the couch thing.
You got to dig around there.
You put a rubber glove in there and you fuck it, and then you what?
Hey, watch it.
That's why you got to keep them crumbs out because you don't want no. Dick crumb.
All right.
Crumb dick. I should have said crumb dick. That's funnier than dick crumb.
Just shut your mouth.
Crumb dick is funnier, I think. Crumb dick. Crumb Dick Vance, he got his rubber glove out. Listen, I've been laying on that couch before, and you get to thinking about something.
All right, I don't want to hear nothing about it. That's what it is. That's what running for vice president now is. Is that coming? He put it in a book. His book. He wrote about it.
Listen. Republican people writing books trying to get the vice president job need better editors.
Why? I killed a puppy and I did things to a cat. I don't want to hear it. No. Why is this? This is what's going to sell this book.
You know he's got some kind of makeshift glove dummy in a closet somewhere when his wife's out of town doing her high-powered job.
All right. All right. That's the vice president there.
Okay, so he's vice president.
He's not. He's running for it.
He's running for it. Hell. I think the Democrats should have, how many people can be vice president on a ticket? Could you get like 6 or 7 women?
Why not? If you're going to expand the Supreme Court, which I guess they should have done a while back, watch that. That's what Biden's going to do on the way out, too. Well, he's going to do something with Supreme Court. I don't know what, but he's going to do something.
I don't know what all you can do as president if you could say, get me everybody in the country on the phone.
Yeah.
But if you can, you might be able to do that because I've seen that like switchboard, the White House switchboard.
Light them up. Yeah.
And then he ought to just cuss every one of us out.
Yeah.
Just fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, watch it.
Nobody going to stand up for me?
Not that. Just say.
Oh, 2-0. Fuck you.
Hey.
I got some
you
Delaware
watch your mouth about me now.
phone cussing coming up.
Hey.
I'm going to cuss you out. I'm going to cuss you out. He's earned it, Jackie. I think he's earned it.
Well, he can cuss. I'm sure he's somewhere cussing right now up and down.
Oh, he's got him. I don't know. I did think he was only going to do one term. A lot of people are like, yeah, the whole time I thought he was going to do one term. But I think we just kind of thought maybe he said it or hinted. Who the fuck knows? People say a lot of shit.
How long he got? 6 months? How long left? Pardon Hunter, right? Let him out. Get about 8 or 9 more German Shepherds, all of them by it.
And set them loose. On Washington, D.C. Yeah. I think he's got to call up an army of German Shepherds, just speaking in hold on, folks. And then his voice turns into like a really high-pitched whistle. And then all across America, throats are getting ripped out by the Biden Canine Corps.
That you better be glad he dropped out, because if they had heard that, you say that, they'd be using that right now in ads across the country, what you just said. I guarantee you. I don't know how they could pin that on Kamala, but they'll figure it out.
They will.
They'll try to.
Hey, listen here. Breaking news. Kamala Harris secured the backing of a majority of the delegates needed to clinch the Democratic nomination.
One day. She ain't. Hey, how old is she?
59.
Hey, there you go. That's as young as you. Yeah.
How did I know her? I don't know how. Biden is 81, 82?
82, I think.
And then Trump is 78?
78, I think, yeah.
And then she's 59, and Vance is 39?
Something like that. I don't even know. Yeah.
Or 69 if he got a glove nearby.
Hey!
Eat out that glove. He's going to eat that glove right out.
I don't want to talk about him no more. That's enough about him. That's it. Well, like I said, it's going to be a done deal. I thought it'd be a done deal by the time I got done with this, and I guess it is. There's your choice right there. Take your pick.
And what's Biden going to do? Lay down?
And write a book or something. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Oh, I hope he's cussing everybody in that book. I'd read the shit out of that if it was just like, this motherfucker comes up to me.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth on that.
Where's the Biden Museum going to be?
Delaware, ain't it?
Probably. Yeah. You ride a train to it.
It'd be in a train.
In a train?
On a train. I'm going to take the presidential train today.
Oh, it's just full of tables.
Yeah. Get in there.
Tables and dogs. That sounds pretty good, actually, as long as they're nice and don't eat you.
That sounds as good as a Reagan Museum.
And Hunter.
Sure. Well,
Hunter's in the back car.
I don't know about Hunter being there. Thank y'all for listening to us on here. We sure do appreciate it. If you want to hear a little bit more, say like 20 extra minutes more, head on over to our Patreons and listen to 20 extra minutes with Jackie and Dunlap. Today on this one, we talked about our fantasy Supreme Court justices picks. There's two. Now you got two sitting on the court that just goes, You got Teletubby. What's the difference between Teletubby and a monkey?
Oh, I thought you meant Atticus Finch was doing that.
No.
Why would he be
knows
doing
better than
that? I didn't know.
He made good speeches, all sorts of them. Take care of his kids. I don't know.
Well, I thought you was going to pick one of the lawyers from the Scopes monkey trial. And here at
No, the monkey that they kept in the cage up there.
Because he's a scientist.
Give him a chance. Let him speak for himself for a change.
Does he talk?
I mean, he's a monkey.
Man, that movie'd be a lot better if he talked.
He's damn right about that. That's for sure.
All right, so Inherit the Wind monkey, Atticus Finch.
Yep.
Is that Gregory Peck as Atticus Finch, or could it be anybody's Atticus Finch? I think Jeff Daniels played Atticus Finch on Broadway.
I don't like him. No,
Don't
sir.
you like him?
I just don't like him. I don't want him.
From Michigan?
Who's the other one? Greggy Peck, that one. I like the other one.
Greggy Peck.
I don't care about the other one.
Inherit the Wind monkey.
He the sheriff's actor.
Tinky Winky, and Elvis Presley. Okay, so far we've only got two that talk human words, and that's one of them.
That's
Elvis.
enough.